What's up, YouTube? It's Cat Sports again. Now, this is a sports channel, so let's talk some sports. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. Just Boxing Talk. We're a group of people that just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a channel, podcast, anything like that. But there's one requirement. And that requirement is you have to just love talking boxing. That's all. Aunt McQueen. What's up, Aunt? TP. Gregory Pratt. What's happening? I had to come on. Pushed it back today because I had some appointments this morning. But we here. Anybody see Pro Box last night? 4 good fights. Main event was like a little war. A little unorganized today because I had to rush into it. I usually get everything together in the morning. I had to take off, and then I had some appointments and didn't have time to do much. I was going to talk about sparring today, but I might push that off till tomorrow. Take a look at this Pro Box card real quick. The main event was Orlando Gonzalez. Oh man, who was and Jorge Castaneda. That's right. Orlando Gonzalez and Jorge Castaneda. What's up, GP? And it ended up being a majority decision for Gonzalez. Orlando Gonzalez. 22-12, 12 knockouts. Castaneda dropped to 16-3. He also has 12 knockouts. It was a war. Yeah. And one judge had it 95-95, and the other two had it. One had it. Wait a minute. Gonzalez earned the majority decision. They got these scorecards wrong. They got 95-95. 97-92 for Castaneda, 96-93 for Gonzalez. That's a majority draw, isn't it? I could have sworn it was a decision. Wasn't it a majority decision, Ed? They got the scorecards backward. But anyway, Gonzalez started quickly. Yep. He buckled Castaneda in the first round. Mike Masick. I'll tell you, people, y'all sleeping on their Pro Box. What's up, Mike Masick? Good to see you again, bro. Let me check out this link real quick. But yeah, Gonzalez buckled Castaneda in the very first round. Had him hurt too. Then in the second round, Castaneda started bleeding. But it wasn't all Gonzalez. Excuse me for one moment. I'm late, so I got to put this link in so we can, because we only got an hour and a half today. I got to get out of here at 4. Oh, shoot, yeah. Okay. Copy that thing. Copy the link. Copied. It says copy. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Gonzalez had Castaneda's nose bleeding during the second, but it didn't seem to bother him. But Castaneda caught him with I think it was a left hook, then a right hook, and knocked him down. I mean, Gonzalez. But he got up, survived the round. But in the third, Castaneda had a bounce back round. Okay. But Gonzalez has had some nice footwork. And he had them counter hooks working. Now, Castaneda landed a huge combination in the fourth, and he rocked Gonzalez. So I told you, it was a good fight. Y'all better stop sleeping on that robots. And the momentum kind of shifted to Castaneda in the fourth round. Then in the next round, the whole round was like in the phone booth, and Gonzalez was doing some pretty good body work. Yeah, pretty good body work. And the crowd was going crazy. Castaneda had some good shots in the sixth round. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Gonzalez was hurt. I think it was like the because Castaneda caught him with like 3 straight uppercuts. I can't remember what round that was. I wrote it down. I think it was like the 7th or 8th. It was late, and Gonzalez was hurt. Very good fight, man. Very good fight. And as it got late, I think it was like the 9th, Castaneda had Gonzalez hurt again, but he couldn't get him down. And then in the 10th, they left it all in the ring. But Gonzalez, the judges felt he did a little bit more, and they gave him the majority decision. But it was a good fight. Back and forth. Nice action. Then in the second fight, I think it was Tariq Zayna and Marcelino Lopez. Zayna got a pretty, he got a unit. I'm not going to say easy, because it's not easy when, 2 men in there throwing punches at each other's head. Nothing easy about that, but I'll say kind of dominant victory. Unanimous decision for Tariq Zayna. And he improves his record to 13-0. 1 draw, 8 knockouts. Lopez is a 37-4. 22 knockouts. 41 fights. Dana looked pretty good. I got to give it to him. And it was 2 more fights. Marquez Val, and he got a unanimous decision, but it wasn't as easy as the second fight was. He beat Farid Nagoga 77-75, 78-74, 78-74. last fight was a bantamweight fight. The last one was a draw. Okay, let me drop this link in there. Pro Box. And it's every other Wednesday. So the next one will be not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. I don't know the exact date. It's like early in December. This was only my second time watching it, and I'm hooked now. I am hooked on Pro Box. Okay, bear with me for a moment. Dropping the old link. Yard. Wait with me one moment, yes. Sit back and enjoy the sounds for a moment. I always mess up the first time I'm trying to put the link in. It is not that difficult. But if you cast sports, it's difficult. Okay, try that. I'm Dre Finest. What's up? What's going on, Uncle Dre Finest? Just another afternoon of boxing talk with the crew. I missed the hangout this morning. Okay. Yeah, I just went over that Pro Box card. Yeah, I was going to talk about sparring today. How's everybody's day going so far? And it's Thursday afternoon. Mine is okay. I just got poked and prodded by the doctor all morning, but I'm okay. I'm gonna live. So, you know. Then next week I got a CAT scan. They canceled that from before. They told me make sure I show up because it's such an expensive thing. Then I get there and then they cancel it. Ain't that messed up? Sparring. Trying to bring out my sparring thing. I don't want to talk about beginners. But this thing is all about sparring for beginners. What's up, Uncle Dre Funds? Glad you got up to see the show today. Good to have you. It says, is sparring and boxing the same thing? No. The difference is that sparring is not fighting for real. In sparring, fighters are trying to test their skills, right? And strength. So when it does come to the real thing, people know how to adapt, right? Likes looking good, man. I'm getting more and more likes every day. Like my buddy Jay Hardcore say, upward mobility. The record is 21. We're trying to get past 21. We had 8 so far. So we're looking good. I think we got right at 20 yesterday. We're looking good. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Now, yeah, in sparring, the fighter is trying to test his skills and strength so that when it comes to real fight, he will know how to adapt or adopt, right? All right. So the boxer and the person that they're sparring with will not throw real punches that will hurt, but not all the time now. Sometimes they get in there and get carried away. And, nowadays, so they can come out and brag about it, that's how you get carried away in boxing, because you want to come out and brag about how you got the best of this fighter and this fighter. But that's not what sparring is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be testing your skills, your strengths, your weaknesses, and trying to improve them, right? That is what sparring is supposed to be about. Now, can you learn boxing by sparring? Now, you learn the most by sparring superior fighters to yourself, your betters. Ideally, you'll have a good coach watching and giving you feedback. But some sparring, even if it's just one person, and that person isn't very good, it's better than nothing, right? Any kind of practice is going to improve you, right? Mm-hmm. Now, can you box without sparring? Now, you don't have to spar right away, okay? It's important to remember that sparring is not required. So don't let the idea of boxing another person deter you away from trying it. How hard do you go in sparring? Depends. Because see, sparring hard and sparring easy are two different things. And you really need to do both, okay? You need to go hard once in a while to develop grit, confidence, and to really test your conditioning, right? So you got to go hard sometime. You're not testing your endurance and confidence, grit, just going easy all the time. Gotta have somebody test you. Not all the time, but once in a while. And you also need to go light to refine your technical skills, right? Develop new skills. And be a decent sparring partner for other people, okay? Like somebody that you're superior to. It's doing them no good for you in there going hard, beating them up in sparring. You got to take it easy. That'll help them develop their skills. Help them better develop their skills, Right? Okay. Oh my goodness. I lost my honor. I remember you would never Great Finest says, I remember you would never ever hear about a sparring match. Today's boxers is hard for me to understand their behaviors. Not that I too much try. I'm torn from a different cloth than today's cats. Yeah. Just like I was saying, Dre, they today they go in there and try to beat each other up and spawn just so they can come out and brag about it. Okay. Save that for the fight. You know? Get in the ring with each other. You know, spawn is not for that purpose. That's why I say that, you know, certain fighters shouldn't spar each other because you know it's going to be too competitive. You know what I mean? Like Tank Shakur, those guys shouldn't spar each other because it's going to become too competitive and it's going to turn into a fight. They're not going to be in there trying to help each other develop their skills because they're going to meet down the road. So why you want to help this guy develop his skills? So why spar him, right? That's just me. That's just me, you know. What y'all think about that? Oh shit. I'm supposed to have this turned down. Okay. I lost my article. Today is Thursday, so the weigh-in is today, right? Brian and Duarte. Yeah. Yeah, the weigh-in is today. Now, you know, sometimes they have, by this time, they have already had the weigh-in, and then when they actually show it to us, it's just like, just acting, you know, going through the motions because they already weighed it. I don't like that. They never did that back in the day. They had the actual weigh-in right there when they showed it to everybody, you know. I don't get it. They so worried about one fighter's not going to make the weight and how bad he's going to look or whatever. Just, you know, you don't make the weight, you just got to come back and try it again. But don't have it earlier in the day and then show us some kind of acting thing after you give them a second chance to make it. That's on them, you know. And then I like the same day weigh-ins. You know, because same day weigh-ins, you know, you fight closer to the weight class because you have less time to rehydrate. But I think they said it's like a health thing why they do it the day before. Give them time to get the liquids and replenish their body, you know, because they went through so much trying to make weight. So they give them that extra time. But, you know, that's good for that purpose, but then they give them the extra time to gain more weight too. So it's a two-headed sword, you know what I mean? Two-sided sword, two-headed monster. Yeah, Dre, we thought about that at the same time, the same day weigh-in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I turned my phone off. Likes looking good. Appreciation buttons looking good. Okay. Now, here are the top 5 differences between sparring and the actual fight. Okay. Talking about no kickboxing. Okay, but it all comes into the same thing. It's combat sports. Okay, so the basic principle applies to all of them. That's right, Dre. Like like Aunt McQueen came up with what's that word? And optimal weight, you know, where when you're not even in camp, you walk around at an optimal weight. It's easier to make your fight weight instead of just being out there blowing up. I mean, you fight at 140, you walk in the streets like 180, you know. That's way past your optimal weight. Now you walk around at your optimal weight, it's easier to make your fight weight. Big Tim Layton, JBT. What's up, Tim? Always a pleasure to see you, my brother. I knew you were around somewhere. Tim Layton, pound JBT. It's just boxing talk. That's all. You know? Just boxing talk. Staying within range, right, Ant? Everybody in here is part of the Just Boxing Talk community. Just a group of people that love talking boxing, that's all. It's the only requirement to become a part of JBT. You just have to love talking boxing. Now, yeah. And then, you know, like you said, Ed, once you're in camp, you walk around at your optimal weight. That's less time you got to spend getting down to weight, more time you get to spend honing your skills, getting ready for your fight. And the fighter that walks around at the optimal weight has a big advantage over somebody that blows up 40 pounds over their fight weight. Because like I just said, they got more time to get ready for the actual fight instead of trying to lose weight during camp, you know? As far as losing weight, should just be like a fine-tuning thing once you get into camp. Nobody's going to come in exactly at the fight weight, but it should just be like a fine-tuning thing, getting down to it, you know? Know what I mean, Dre? Exactly, Dre. Dre said it's called living a fighter's lifestyle. That's exactly what it's called. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But every fighter don't live a fighter's lifestyle. You know? Some fighters, when they're not in camp or have a fight scheduled, they don't even act like they're fighters. It's called discipline. You know? Now, the main difference between sparring and the real fighters, sparring is used as a tool for real fighters, the competition, right? Just looking at some differences between sparring and the actual boxing match. Because this week we've been looking at the part of the sport that the fighters do when they're actually in the ring, you know. Like I think Monday was stance, southpaw versus orthodox, benefits of each. Tuesday was footwork, I think. Yeah. And yesterday was punches, different punches. Yeah. Right. Okay. Sparring is a tool to help fighters learn and grow. It's not meant to be a competition, as so many of these fighters nowadays have turned it into a competition, you know? It's a way to practice, right? Like if you're in the military, you're a soldier, you have training sessions, training missions. You don't wait till you get to war. Then you're out there on the battlefield training people. You don't have no on-the-job training, you know, when you go to war. So boxing is the same thing. You get in that ring for a fight, you better be ready. That's what sparring is for. It's not a competition. Okay? To go back and come on social media bragging about how you won in sparring. There's no such thing as winning or losing in sparring. It shouldn't be. You know? It shouldn't be. Okay, Dre. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Light's looking good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Sparring is not meant to be a competition, a way to practice techniques and gain experience. Exactly. Sparring is not meant to be a competition, but rather a way to practice techniques and gain experience. But the real fight, on the other hand, is a competition. Okay? Now, in sparring, you do need some rules and regulations to ensure fairness and safety, you know. And there are numerous tools you can use to grow your skill set. Right? You know, tools such as regular technique drills, pad work, do some work on the heavy bag, you know. Yeah, facts, Tim Layton. Tim Layton says the weight subject is definitely a lifestyle. That's right. That's what it's supposed to be, a lifestyle. All sports, but especially combat sports, you know. Because combat sports practice is different. And Amber Queen made a point of this. You know, boxing, you know, you're in there sparring. You're actually in there fighting, you know. Whereas football, like the quarterback, you put a red jersey, he puts a red shirt or a yellow shirt or something on, and you can't hit him. You can't do that in boxing, you know. So this is the top guy in the gym. You can't hit him. He's not going to get the proper work. You know, that's where it's unlike other sports. Very unlike other sports. Now here's some tips on how to spar safely. Okay. Wear proper protective gear before you begin sparring. It's crucial to wear the proper protective gear. Headgear and the little thing they wear around the waist, you know. and the 16-ounce gloves are bigger, you know. Communicate with your sparring partner. I see you people out there listening. Hit that like button. You know, you don't have to comment to hit the like, right? And it's free. And I appreciate it. As soon as I say hit the like, the number dropped down. What's that? Why some people, it's just so hard to hit the like button? I see the number go up. I say hit the like, it drops back down. Do you hate me that much or something? And when you're in sparring, start slow. Don't overexert yourself. And follow the rules. Respect your partner. Always remember safety first. Okay? Always remember safety first. Now, oh shoot. for one moment again. Every time I get into a live stream, somebody starts blocking. Give me like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. My son left his key in the house. What you doing out there? Your kid in the house? I should have left him out there. Huh? Oh no. No, I said I should have left you out there. I'm back. Excuse me. He left his key. What you doing outside and your key in the house? That's crazy, ain't it? Michael Conlon is also fighting this weekend. Got a big UK card. Tim, drinking is fatal to a boxer. It takes a lot out of your organs. It's like salt on a slug. Yeah. You can imagine how drinking make somebody that doesn't fight feel. You can imagine if you're a fighter. Good point, Tim. Excellent point. Just looking at the news. It says Gervonta Davis doesn't want to be elevated to WBA full lightweight champion. Tank made it clear that he doesn't want to be elevated. Come on. Yeah, doesn't want to be elevated. From his current regular WBA lightweight title to full championship status with the sanctioning body. Following Devin Haney's revelation that he's vacating his 4 belts at 135. Yeah, Jay was talking about that this morning. Now, I guess they trying to elevate some people, and Tank said he can keep that super belt because, he's still a regular WBA champion. So he's not interested in going to full status. Wow. Ant McQueen says motor skills deteriorate slowly as well. Very true. Okay. We need 12 more likes, please. Okay. Yeah, Devin Haney has vacated his belts, and yeah. Hank says give it to somebody else. Because if Tank agrees to be elevated to full champion, he would be thrown in with the general population at lightweight. And so he has been segregated from the killers at 135. No, Tank's not worrying about that. Oh yeah, Dre, you better get your rest. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to me when I used to come on at late night. My wife told me I'm on here all day. Now I'm at late night trying to do my own thing, so and she was right. So listen to your wife, Ray. Just put your earpiece in and lay down. That's what I do. I was at my wife's birthday party, had my earpiece in, listening to the Hangout. What do you think about that, Dre? Devin Haney vacated his titles, and Tanks is a regular WBA champion. He said, he don't want to be elevated to full champion. Now, okay, here's some reasons why Tank doesn't want to be elevated to full champion, okay? Number one, sanctioning fees. I don't blame him. Sanctioning fees are attached to being full champion, right? Having to deal with mandatories, you know, less freedom, right? And then, you know, people will come up with that email champion nonsense. And say the biggest reason is probably Tank doesn't want to defend against risky mandatories. Okay. I wouldn't say he's been avoiding them. It says Tank's been avoiding people like Frank Martin, arguably avoiding. Okay. Like Frank Martin, Vasil Lomachenko. He could lose. No, he ain't gonna lose. Nah. Tank has enough money to retire on now. But why do that when he can continue to rake in the green? Ooh, wee. Estimated net worth for $10 million. I'm not going to start worrying about people's pockets. Estimated worth for $10 million. I'm only worth $5 million. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Some of the dangerous population at 135. Frank Martin, Raymond Murray-Tyler, Vasil Lomachenko, Evan De Los Santos, Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda, Keyshawn Davis, Floyd Schofield. And most of them at top rank. Okay, Dre, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Most of them at top rank. That's why I thought that I wish Andy Cruz would have went to top rank. You know, it would have been more comp over there for him. Yeah, great. Like Ed say, get that rest, man. But you got to go back in tonight. And you know they got the duck out you the other night. They might try that again tonight, Drake. So you got to be rested. Yeah. One day this week, I know you said they got the duck out you. Yeah. Man, they being hard on Tank in this article. It says Gervonta has carved out a nice little living fighting the soft opposition at lightweight. Beating guys like Ron Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz. That's not soft opposition. Yuriorkis Gamboa. Who is this, man? This person must not know nothing about boxing. They call Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, Yuriorkis Gamboa soft opposition. Come on, man. Yeah, he did, and he won at the Lomachenko fight. But how they gonna call Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, Yuriorkis Gamboa soft opposition? That sounds like whoever wrote this article just don't like Tank. That bunch is as weak as they come. Come on, man. Yeah, that's a negative Tank person there. No question about it. I'm not reading no more of that. The deeper you get into it, the more negative they get. Chris Williams. Anybody ever heard of Chris Williams? That's who wrote that article. Yeah. Look, man, I keep hitting the button and losing my articles. I got to get that back because I'm seeing some interesting stuff. My big fingers. Oh, man. Let me work. Ooh. Man, I thought that said 507. It says 307. Give me one moment, gentlemen. I got to get that back. That was a pretty good article. My big fingers hit the button and erased everything. Wow. I should have been a boxer, big as my hands is. I would have been in the, I would have probably been a light heavyweight. I would have been in the era with Michael Spinks, those guys at heavyweight. Yeah. Me and Spinks probably would have had a trilogy. I would have took 2 out of 3. He probably would have beat me one of them. Yeah. Then I could have went to heavyweight and made that money fighting Tyson. Okay, I'm gonna drop this link in there again. The weather, it was cold yesterday, brutal, but the weather went back up today. Yeah. You know it's cold anytime you got to put your big bear coat on just to go from the house to the car. You know it's cold then. You can't even make it from the house to the car in a little jacket. You got to put your big bear on. That's how it was yesterday. In Maryland, anyway. Yes, sir. Okay, you better drop the link again. I saw a nice article about Benavidez in there. See if I can find that. Where's everybody today? Where's Tampa Tommy at? T Hill. Jay Hardcore. I'm going to try to do what Jay does and speak them into this chat. Tampa Tommy, T Hill, Jay Hardcore. Bruce Gas is in the building. What's up, Bruce Gas? How you doing today, bro? All good with you? Okay. There we go. Back to comments. All good with you, Bruce Gas? Always a pleasure to see you, my brother. Bruce Gas is a big-time supporter. He comes up with those nice posts in the morning. Okay, good to hear it. All good. All good with Bruce Gas. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm just going over a little of the boxing news, that's all. I was just reading about how Tank, Devin dropped his belts, Bruce, and vacated his belts, and Tank's the regular champion, but he said he wasn't interested in being elevated to super champion. Main reason, sanctioning fees, and then the mandatories come with it. Working on tomorrow's post. Okay, Bruce. I look forward to seeing it. I know it's going to be good. They're always good. Yeah. I try to leave a little comment or the fire emojis, Yeah. Ooh, Ryan Garcia blasted his promoter Bernard Hopkins today. Was the final press conference today or the weigh-in or something? Today's the 30th, right? Yeah, it was today then. Now watch your big fingers, Kurt. Cass. I'm using. That's my government name, Kurt. Oh yeah, Bruce. No problem. I appreciate all the support you give, man. Okay. Ryan Garcia blasted Bernard Hopkins today at the final press conference. So Bernard, he's not the one who will decide when it's time for him to retire from the sport. Maybe B-Hop is 58. Wow. Because Ryan was furious with B-Hop when he made some comments recently. Some comments B-Hop made recently. They let us know what the comments was. And they let him have it today at the final press conference. So did anybody see that? Did they show Ryan blasting B-Hop? Man, I missed it. Yeah, I was at the doctor. They said Ryan let B-Hop have it. Did you see it, Bruce Gas? Man, I missed it. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Oh, he dissed him? Yeah, this article says he let him have it. Wow. The fight's going to be in Houston, Texas. It's because Ryan thinks that he feels that Golden Boy picked Duarte because they think he'll lose, hoping he'll lose to him. Wow. Wow. Ryan needs to get. I wonder. I don't know what his contract. He needs to get away from there, man, because it's just too much going on. Yeah, 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 and yeah. Ryan needs to get on away from there because it's just too much. I mean, the bridge has been burnt down. The bridge is laying in the water, like 50 feet underwater. That bridge. It's time to go. Yeah. He said they tried to get him beat. Trying to get him beat. I don't think so. I think Ryan will do it. It's unclear why Ryan feels they tried to get him beat. Yeah, I agree with that. The relationship with Ryan and Golden Boy is poisonous. That's an understatement. BN Boxing News. What's up, bro? BN Boxing News is in the building, everybody. Another big time supporter. I tell you, I can't miss with these kind of supporters I got, man. Salute, BN Boxing News. Always a pleasure to see you, brother. Always a pleasure. Yep. Came on late today. BN Boxing News. I had some appointments this morning, so I showed up about. It was scheduled to be 2:15, so I was a couple of minutes late. I know I was a couple of minutes late, but I made it about like 2:20. I wasn't too bad today. Jayhawk only owed us 500 on the bag today. 5 minutes late, 500 punches. Yeah. Okay. Now I was reading about Ryan. Did you see that press conference, BN Boxing News? Say Ryan lit into B-Hop. I missed. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Yeah. It says the relationship is poisonous, man. Time for Ryan to go. I wonder how much time he has left on his contract. Anybody know? In the chat? How much time Ryan has left with Golden Boy? Because that relationship, that's over. Yeah. That is over. Was Oscar there, Bruce, guys? Because the way they got a habit of not showing up to stuff after their last fight. Yeah. It says it's very difficult to imagine them continuing to work together for much longer. So Ryan must not have that much longer. Yeah, BN Boxing News, that's done. That's over. Stick a fork in that relationship. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay. Anybody didn't see it? Ryan says, one thing that has been on my heart is a statement that Bernard Hopkins has made where he'll decide if I'm going to retire or if I should continue boxing after this fight. Why would B-Hop say some nonsense like that? I mean, why would Ryan retire after this fight? Or Oscar was standing right behind him, Bruce Gas? Yeah, I'm pulling that up as soon as I get off. As soon as I finish this, I'm going on YouTube and find that. Why would B-Hop expect him to retire after this fight? Where did that come from? The kid is what? 5 or something? I know he's no more than 25. Why would he retire? All the money left for him to make in boxing. If he win this fight, he got a huge fight coming up after this if he wins. So why would he be thinking about retiring? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to definitely pull that up. B-Hop said, Ryan said, B-Hop has made where he decided if I'm going to finish or if I should continue boxing after this fight. He doesn't decide that. My coach, Derek James, and my team does. That's everybody. that grinds with me day in and day out. They're the ones who will decide ultimately. Not him. Not B-Hop. True. Very true. It would be wise for Ryan not to pay too much attention to what some of his promoters say, as they're former boxers that had long, punishing careers. Hopkins especially had a long career, so Ryan should tune him out. I don't understand that. Okay. I guess they said B-Hop took a lot of punishment during his career, so tune him out. B-Hop is not someone that went to private schools and was groomed to be a management type. Nobody told him when to stop boxing, says Ryan. He stopped boxing at 45 years old. Actually, he was 51. Ryan. He was off by 6 years. BN Boxing News says they were trying to say that he was exposed and done. Okay. I don't think so. His only loss came to Tank, who has knocked everybody out except what, 2 people? So it ain't nothing bad to get knocked out by Tank, you know? Wow. Oh, he was getting on B-Hop. Ryan also said, the last time I checked, B-Hop said he never lost to a white boy, and then Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring. Oh, man. He was getting on B-Hop. Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring. Last time I checked, Joe Smith was white. So B-Hop be lying, said Ryan. I come to show what I bring, and I'm laser focused. That's where this confidence comes from. Thank God for everything. Yeah. I'm glad he did that, because they deserve it. After what they did to him after that Tank fight, they deserve it. He should have got on Oscar too. Okay. Ryan continues. Another thing I want to touch on, Oscar saying that we misinterpreted what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language that I don't understand. Ooh. Ryan said it's very clear to me that they're backing Oscar Duarte to beat me. Wow. Yeah, that's done. I don't even know how they could even work together anymore. Man, shots fired. He said B-Hop and Oscar are saying that Duarte is the next Mexican star. Yeah, that's over with. All right, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yep. Just Do Boxing. What's up, bro? Just going over the news a little bit. Did you see the Ryan final press conference today, Just Do? He lit into B-Hop. Wow. We let B-Hop have it. Yeah. It's no secret what he's going to do when his contract is up with Golden Boy. Let me see what else they're talking about. My hand don't hit it again and wipe everything up. This is Boxing 24 News. Pretty good articles. Come on. Okay. Let's check that one out. I see something about David Benavidez that looked pretty interesting. Oh, here we go. Okay. David Benavidez. Come on, man. David Benavidez to Al Heyman to set up Jamal Charlo fight in May. If Canelo picks Munguia next, okay. Interesting. Jamal Charlo. I don't know. I would like to see Jamal fight somebody else before he get in there with Benavidez. Like a step up from Benavidez Jr. Oh, David Benavidez wants Jamal because he just beat his brother up, I guess. Yeah, I would like to see Jamal fight Benavidez next. Nah. Been out the ring too long, and no. I wouldn't mind seeing Jamal and Boo Boo next. What y'all think about that? Jamal and Boo Boo. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Canelo Alvarez against Jamie Munguia on Cinco de Mayo. One thing for sure, I think, it's not going to be David Benavidez. Nope. Jamal is 33-0. Says there's no way on earth Benavidez can force Jamal to fight him. And Al Heyman likely won't help because it's far better to have two guys with PBC potentially fighting Canelo rather than just one. Yeah. Why would you put those two against each other? And then one of them lose. And they out of the Canelo running. Yeah. Al ain't gonna do that. Al too smart for that. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, that's what I just said. Benavidez eliminates Jamal as a potential opponent for Canelo by beating him. That's not good for PBC. So why would they do it? They wouldn't. They won't. Yeah. These people are hard on it. They say the fact that Benavidez would waste his time asking Al Heyman to intervene shows how unworldly he is. Man. This Boxing 24, man, they was talking bad about Tank. There are reports that Canelo plans to defend against the unbeaten Munguia, 42-0. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Just get that O off of Munguia, because his record has been padded, man. You know? $13 likes. You need 8 more likes. No, 9 more. Wait a minute. 9 more. My record is 21. I'm trying to get to 22. Okay. Munguia is a relative newcomer to the 168-pound division. He only has 2 fights in the weight class. Benavidez would not be a happy camper to see Munguia get a title shot at Canelo. Benavidez has been Canelo's mandatory for 2 years. 2 years. Been campaigning like a politician running for office to get that fight. 2 years. I didn't know it was that long, but yeah, it's been 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years. But there's nothing Benavidez can do about it. Canelo chooses to fight Munguia. Because the sanctioning bodies will not dare to force Canelo to fight Benavidez. They won't dare. Ain't that something? They won't dare to force Canelo to fight Benavidez. Because if they do that, They're risking Canelo vacating their belt because he's not going to fight Benavidez. And they rather have Canelo holding their belts by the less well-known and far less popular David Benavidez. So he's not going to force Canelo to fight him because he's not going to fight him. He's just going to vacate because he knows he can't beat him. Right? Benavidez says, it's in my smartest interest to stay close to the weight, keep training. As much as Canelo is trying to wake me up, going to try to wake me out, it's not going to work. But how are you going to stop it? They're not going to make him fight you. So has it not? It's working. It's been worked for 2 years. Yeah. If Canelo is trying to wait him out until he can't make the weight no longer, it ain't gonna be that long, you know. Because Benavidez is big, huge. He's not gonna be able to make that weight that much longer. Benavidez can continue killing himself to make 168, but he's only hurting himself and putting his health at risk. Okay. Yep. And one thing about Canelo, he does not like to be forced into anything. Says if Benavidez and his father, Jose Sr., had kept their traps, these people is hard. They say if Benavidez and his dad, Jose Sr., had kept their traps shut and waited until they were picked by Canelo, they likely have gotten the opportunity to fight him long. No, that's not true. I don't care if they talked or never said a word. Canelo wasn't fighting them. No. No way. I don't think so. It wouldn't be surprising if Canelo picked Morrell over Benavidez. Not because he's done more to deserve it, but because he's shown class by not being pushy, trying to use him for a stepping stone. In a selfish and self-serving manner. This boxing 24 is hard, man. Morrell has taken the high end, as has Munguia. Both fighters are class acts. No, they less risky than Benavidez. So Canelo ain't picking them because they're class acts. Picking them because they're less risky than Benavidez. Class acts ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Yeah, that's it for that. They like Canelo. Yeah, they don't like Tank. They don't like Benavidez, but they love Canelo. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what else they talking about in here. That was Robert Engel. No, that was who wrote that one? I bet it was Chris Williams. No, Robbie Bernatine. Okay, let's see what Eddie Hearn talking about. He's talking about Devin Haney vacating the titles. Eddie Hearn says the ballsy move. Okay, Eddie, why? I mean, why is it so ballsy? You can't make the weight no more. Why hold on to the titles? Because Eddie was in favor of Devin move to vacate his lightweight titles yesterday. Yeah. Gives other fighters in the division. Can I say these advertisements? It just popped right up over your stuff. Stop seeing this ad. I don't want to see this. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. It gives other fighters in the division, in 135 division, opportunity to fight for the bigger belts, of course. Skip ad. There we go. Stuck on 13 likes. Hearn sees it as a classy move on the 25-year-old Haney's part, as he could have held on to his lightweight belts until his last dying breath, keeping them until they're stripped, which some would argue what's happening at 147, 154, and 160, with Terrence Crawford, Jamel, and Jamal Charlo holding titles they're unlikely to defend. Jamel might. Those are all different situations, because I think all three of those guys can make their weight classes much easier than Devin can make 140, 135. You know, Jamal at 160, Jamel at 154, Crawford at 147. All three of those can make those divisions easier than Devin can make 135, I think. Yeah. Devin does have 15 knockouts. Going after Regis Prograis, WBC strap next weekend. And then he wants to move to 147, fight for one of Crawford's titles. Shakur Stevenson has already won the WBC belt. It says, although Tank is not interested in being elevated, he likely will be elevated to WBA full champion soon. Okay. No, so what? Okay. Shakur has the WBC at lightweight. This Tank will likely be elevated to WBA. And Loma and Kambosos is fighting for the IBF. So that leaves the what does that leave? WBA, IBF. What's the other one? WBO. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, and it's interesting. So now we only had a WBO left. They probably somebody will have to fight for that, because I don't know if they have a regular champion. All of them don't have those regular champions and stuff, so probably have a title eliminator or something like that. Well, not a title eliminator, just a straight fight for the belt, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so then all the belts to be spread out again. See how those sanctioning bodies do to get that money? Well, they're going to get it either way, whether one person have it or four different people have it. So I don't know. But Devin vacated them, so yeah. But the the four sanctioning bodies were all going to have different champions again soon at 135. Oh, here it is right here. The IBF belt will be fought over between Vasil Lomachenko and George Kambosos Jr. Here we go. As for the WBO strap, it could be battled between two of these highly ranked contenders. Isaac Cruz, Angel Fierro, Dennis Berechink. What happened to Frank Martin and Raymond Muratalla and all those guys? That's just said it could be. But I was right. The WBO is going to be two people picked to fight for it. Because they don't have a regular champion where they could just elevate it like the WBA is doing Tank. WBO doesn't have that. And of course, Shakur and De Los Santos, that was for the WBC. So the IBF will soon be claimed by Loma. I was going to say Loma or Kambosos, but I'm going to go ahead and say Loma. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, the WBO is going to have to pick two guys, two contenders to fight for it. And I guess they free to pick whoever they want to, because Angel Fierro and Dennis, they're very cheap. They not know. I don't even think they're in the top 5, buddy. In a perfect world, it would be the number 1 and number 2 contenders would fight for it. But, you know, it's their belt, and I guess they can pick whoever they want to pick, you know. Eddie Hearn says he thinks Devin deserves a lot of credit for that move. Yeah, he does. I hold on to it when you know you're not fighting there anymore. He didn't have to do that neither. Because if he had lost against Regis, he wasn't going to do that, though. It would give him security to come back and defend as a champion, but he wasn't going to do that, Eddie. Come on. Now this says, the Boxing News 24 says, Devin didn't have much choice but to vacate the lightweight titles, because by his own admission, it was difficult for him to make weight for the division. They should have me writing for him, because I just said that before I even read this. You know, I should have this guy's job. Okay. It says, what does it say? I'm just kidding. This guy probably just spent 10 years of schooling to get this job, or whatever. I mean, college, and worked his way up from the bottom, writing for every little magazine there is. Now, Haney didn't have much choice but to vacate his lightweight titles, but I did say this, because by his own admission, it was difficult for him to make weight at 135. And further, the only fight he wanted against Tank Davis wasn't possible. No, I don't believe that. No, that I don't agree with. Why was it not possible? They don't say why. They just say the only fight he wanted against Tank Davis wasn't possible. No. Why? Also, Haney had been criticized by boxing fans for not defending his lightweight titles against the top fighters in the division, especially Shakur Stevenson. Now that Haney has vacated, fans can't pressure him anymore, because he's in another galaxy now, going after Regis's 140. What? And soon Keith Thurman at 147. Anybody hear that? They must know something we don't know. It says after Regis, if Devin beats Regis, he's going to be going up to Keith Thurman at 147. Wow. What y'all think about Devin and Keith Thurman? Tim Layton says, so Devin wants to fight Regis. If he wins, jump to 147. That's what it says, Tim. We should have a job at this organization. Me and Tim Layton. Yeah. What you think about Devin and Keith Thurman, Tim? See, Devin, okay. Why didn't he pick Boots? Keith Thurman don't even have a belt. Boots and Crawford got the belt at 147. I know he wouldn't get the Crawford fight, but he could get the Boots fight. But he picks Keith Thurman. That is interesting. Wow. And Tank is expected to be upgraded to full WBA lightweight champ. Wow. I don't get this ballsy move Eddie Hearns is talking about. He didn't have no choice. He's not fighting there anymore. Now, Devin is given opportunities. Oh, man. I don't want to run into just this time. Given opportunities to fighters like Lomachenko, Kambosos, Tashiro Fierro. Who is he? If you saw how drained Haney looked while he was making weight for his last title defense against Loma in May, it was scary. True. Devin looked so painfully, because see, we didn't see that because they did it, and then wasn't that the one they did the weigh in earlier and then just showed us something afterwards. But this guy saw it because he's a writer and he was in the room. He said it was scary. Haney looked so painfully thin that there was concern among some fans that he was doing harm to his body, putting his health at risk. I thought that after the second Kambosos weigh-in. I thought that after the Kambosos fight. That's okay. Boxing 24. Boxing News 20. Okay, Tim Layton says that's a good fight to feel it out. Talking about Devin and Keith Thurman at 147. Agreed, Tim. Agreed. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why they pick Boots? Who's gonna come from 140 and go straight up to 147 and fight Boots? Nobody. Yeah, that's a good move. They would be crazy to fight Keith Thurman first, Tim, and feel it out. Very true. Okay. Here's Aunt McQueen. Okay. Yeah, me and Aunt McQueen gonna cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, let me see. There it is. What's up, Aunt McQueen?
Good afternoon, kind sir. Good afternoon.
Oh, fine. Yeah, good afternoon to you. What do you think about the news? About Devin dropping the belts and everything, vacating the belts.
I felt it was going to happen sooner or later. I didn't see him going back down to 135.
Have you had a look at the WBO rankings lately? I haven't. Because...
For which division specifically?
135. Because these names I'm seeing that they saying might fight for the belt. A guy named Angel Fierro. They said Pitbull. And this other guy. I heard him, but I don't know too much about him. What happened to Frank Martin and all those Veritala and Keyshawn and all those guys?
Oh, he must not have relationships with people over at the WBO.
Yep, see? That's what it is. I thought it would go by the rankings, like who's one, who's two would fight for it,
Mm-hmm.
But no. Then they said they're gonna likely just elevate Tank. Yeah. So what's on your mind, Ant? You want to talk? Want to say something real quick or something? You got like 15 minutes. Something you want to talk about?
Oh no, man! I'm just going with the flow.
Okay.
And
did you see the press? Did you see the press conference today?
No,
Ryan?
I just but I did watch that clip of Ryan talking to Bernard.
Yeah, wow. I missed it. Yeah, that's interesting.
I had saw something. If it wasn't yesterday, it was early this morning. It was a clip of Bernard talking to somebody from Fight Hype.
Okay.
And he was talking about how, boxing is going to call your bluff. So I understand why a comment like that could raise Ryan's antennas and have him feeling as though, the setup is in place.
Right, because he said he should retire. So that must mean they plan on him losing, right? Where else would that comment
feeling
like that come?
Tim Layton, feeling good, man. How about yourself? Yeah, I
because
think
the guy's only 25, right?
Yeah, Ryan's a young man, so.
Why would his promoter come out and say he's going to retire after this fight? Like the guy they picked for him going to retire him or something. That's crazy.
That's why I think that fight is where it is, with the guys that they have over there.
Yeah.
That Golden Boy, that's probably the most dangerous guy that they have at 140 on their roster, at least on paper right now. And
that's what Ryan said. They're setting him up. Now,
Yep.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
But that boxing will call your bluff statement to me. I do feel as though it's a question of Ryan's dedication to the sport. Because that's what we've been hearing, how he's locked in, he's working with Derrick James, and he's focused, and so on and so forth. And there's some people who are still skeptical, and understandably so, you know, because he went from Reynoso to Joe Goosen. He had another trainer before that. So
he got to show us
the profile that he's built. Yeah, he's got to show us. But I don't know. I take him at his word. I believe him until I see otherwise. That's right. People, you know, I don't look too deeply into it.
He's gonna have the opportunity to prove it, to prove what he's saying. You know, you get an opportunity.
Just reaffirm everything that he's been saying.
That's right. That's all he got to do. You know, all the people that's skeptical, shut them up. Do it over a couple fights. Yeah.
1000%. I mean, even this fight is a step in the right direction. He looks rather impressive. And it doesn't feel funny either. You know how that is sometimes, too, with some of these fights where, you know, we've been told that the other guy is supposedly dangerous and the guy gets blasted out of there, and you like, that punch didn't look too damaging. Did he take a dive? I feel like it's got to be like definitive and be clear.
But then that he could blast him out of there because Brian looks just that good. The guy could be that dangerous guy, but Ryan just blows him away, you know.
Absolutely.
But everybody's not going to give him credit.
To see what his technical. That's why I'm more curious to see what his technical skill looks like, because I'm not one of those people who subscribe to the notion that the guy doesn't have heart or anything like that, because we've seen him get up off the canvas multiple times now. And continue to fight. So I don't think it's that. I think with him, it's just the small things. Being patient, staying locked in, just tweaking his technique a little bit. Otherwise, I feel like he's got all the attributes to be a really good fighter. So I'm excited to see what he does.
And I think he was really having to go through those mental problems and stuff. That had a lot to do with it, you know. I believe him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's huge in life in general. You know, you have some people who it takes them quite some time to overcome, you know, mental hurdles, if you will, or obstacles.
You're trying to do a sport like boxing, you know, dealing with that. Man, come on now. So I get it, man.
On the line.
Yeah. I give the kid the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to give him a chance to show it in the ring. The improvement, the dedication, all that. Yep.
If how he's looking right now is any indication, I think he's taking steps in the right direction. Because I was looking at some photos of him, and you could just see the definition in him, in his body. He really looks like he's been training hard, working hard.
Okay. That's good. Mike Basic, what's up? I think, Mike, you was in here before, right? Yeah. Wonder where Tommy and T. Hill and all those guys at today. I did come on late, though. I had some appointments.
I don't know where Thomas Hill is. He sent me a text message. I got to shoot one back at him.
Okay. Yeah.
I know you got caught up a little bit yesterday because we went on briefly in between.
Yeah, I was in there for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, in between Just Do and the Hangout. We went on there.
Yeah, he was doing.
He wanted to talk about the open stance.
Yeah. That was Loma and Devin.
Yeah. Did you watch that? Did you watch that off the cuff?
No.
Okay. It's pretty interesting. I gotta watch Devin's side of it. I watched Regis's. Because they had the face off where both of them were face to face, and they had the moderated conversation.
Oh, I saw that one.
Then they had off the cuff, which is both of them speaking individually to the moderator, and then they uploaded that yesterday. So I watched some of Regis's. Yeah, and it was interesting. He was talking about his upbringing in New Orleans, how he started boxing at 16. Going through Hurricane Katrina and being displaced, and how he ended up in Houston, and he talked about that. So I'm interested.
Is that something the Zone does, that off the
say.
cuff? That's something the Zone and came up with, that off the cuff?
I'm not sure, because
Like
this is
All
actually
Access
the
or
first time
something?
I've
never heard of it.
seen this segment. At
I'm gonna
least
check it out.
At least under that title, under that banner.
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
I'm pretty sure they've done something similar in the past, but it probably
Okay.
wasn't called Off the Cuff. It was labeled something else entirely
Check it
different.
out.
But yeah, I want to check Devin's out.
Okay. How you like that Pro Box last night?
It got better as the night progressed.
Yeah, it did.
The first fight was cool, and the second fight was even better. That main event was damn good, man.
I know.
Really, really good scrap. Yo, Castaneda.
Yes, it was.
Castaneda. Because Orlando Gonzalez, he was putting on a tremendous performance last night. Yo, he was boxing extremely well. It seemed like early on he couldn't miss with that straight left hand. That left hand was like a laser. It seemed like every time he threw it, he found a home, and he dropped him too. Yeah, he did. He dropped him early, and when he dropped him, I thought he was gonna be able to pressure him and force the issue and get a stoppage. Castaneda, man, that dude showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. Because it seemed like
he came back and had a whole lot of good moments. Yeah, he did, man. He came back real good. I think it was a majority decision, right? I think didn't one judge have it a draw or something? I think. I can't remember. I had it written down. But it was a good fight. Real good. I wish they would start doing that every week. What do you think? Why do you think they don't have it every week, Ant? Any idea? That Pro Box. Yeah, Al Booger, Remo, all the guys missing out today. Maybe because I came on late. I don't know. You still there, Ant? Yeah, we gotta. What's up, Justin?
I had a phone call real quick. I've been using this StreamYard app on the phone. I typically use the laptop, but I'm giving this phone app a test run.
I want to ask you one more thing before we get out of here.
Yeah, Castaneda.
What happened? Ant, you went out. We just lost Ant. We just lost Ant McQueen. Okay. What's up, Miss Joette? How are you? Miss Joette in the building. Okay. Good to see you, Miss Joette. We get ready to head over to Just Do Boxing. Okay. One moment. Okay, we lost Sam McQueen. I was getting ready to get out of here anyway. It's good to see Miss Joette. She was listening and driving. I hope you enjoyed the show, Miss Joette. Always a pleasure to see you. I don't know what happened to Ant. Okay, you ready to go over to Just Do Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody. Miss Joette, Just Do Boxing, BN Boxing News, Roots Gas, Big Tim Layton, JBT, Dre Finest, Mike Mazik, GP, Gregory Pratt, and one of my regular panelists, Attentive Ant McQueen. Appreciate everybody. Help me get my little small channel off the ground. But guess what? You got to be small before you can be big, right? Cash Sport. See y'all.